As a dating coach, one of the most common questions I get is, where do I meet women? So I figured that I'll make a video with you. And hopefully by the end of the video, you have enough information to find you your girlfriend. So how this works is, first, we have five tiers. The first tier is S tier, which is the best tier. The second one is A, which is second best. Third is B, which is third best. Fourth is C, fourth best. And last but not least, actually last but least, and least, is the F tier, which is the worst. You definitely don't want to use this tier of places to meet women. Okay, so now we have that out of the way. Let's get started. So first, the mall. Although the mall is some place that pickup artists would recommend to meet women, I would disagree with them because I don't like pickup artists. The term pickup artist is used in a very negative way. What we're trying to do here is to attract women with honesty and integrity. So no pickup stuff here. Okay, so I would put the mall in the middle because a lot of times you're going to meet people that are super young in their high school, middle school days, as well as moms. Although you will meet some single moms, but if that's what you want, that's fine. Only go to the mall if you're actually gonna do some shopping. Don't just go to the mall to hit on girls. That's creepy. You don't want to do that. So for that, I'm putting it in the B tier. Meetups. So meetups, I have mixed feelings about because they're supposed to be a place where you meet people, but most of the time, men outweigh the women. A lot of times, there's going to be like 5-to-1 ratio. A couple of days ago, I went to a meetup. There was like 30 guys and three women, not the best odds. And then everybody was trying to talk to those three girls. So literally, guys were standing around these girls and lining up behind each other to talk to them. So I'm gonna put here in the C category, second to last. All right, so next, grocery stores. For this one, I would say A. The reason for this is because you're actually doing the grocery shopping, and if you see someone else doing shopping, it's very organic. You're not forcing it. You're just there to shop. And if you happen to see someone else, let's say they're trying to find something, maybe they're in the produce section, filling up on the oranges, if that's what people do, right? You can say, hey, I have a question like, how do you know which orange is good, right? And she might respond, oh, if you touch it and then it's soft to touch, then it's probably too ripe. You want something that's a little bit more juicier. And then you start a conversation from there, right? But next, school. This is, you guys, if you guys are still in school, then you guys are super lucky because this is where you're going to meet the most women. If you go into school, there's like 10,000 people in that school and most people are single. So you're extremely lucky. And this is why it's so hard for people to date after school because they don't get to see this many people. And if you're in school, you better take advantage of this opportunity that you have because after school, you're going to go to work. And most people work remotely now. So you don't even get to go to work. You just work from home and you don't meet anyone from home. And even if you do go to work, a lot of people are going to be married. They're going to be in their later years. So it's going to be hard to actually meet someone that you vibe with. So school is the best if you're still in school. But if you're not, then don't go back to college to meet girls. That's just weird. Next, speed dating. Even though this is an event specific for dating, it's actually not the best. I would say this would be right on par with meetups. The reason for this is because there's a reason. I'm gonna tell you a secret. There's a reason why the women that go there are single. Think about it. If they're so attractive, if they're so intelligent and have great personalities, then why would they be single? Why would they need to go to an event, pay money to meet guys? If they have all the right qualities, then the guys would flock all over them. They would get hundreds of matches on a weekly basis. They wouldn't need speed dating, right? Think about that. Next, actually, before we get into this, I want to give a shout out to the sponsor of today's video, which is the Asian dating coach, aka yours truly. So I've been helping guys overcome limiting beliefs, trauma, and be successful with dating since 2016. So if you want to level up your dating and love life this year, hit me up for a free call in the link below. Okay, moving forward. Clubs. Clubs. It's actually one of my favorite places to go as a kid, not as a kid, but as someone after 18. And even though it is loud, right? It is loud, music's crazy, the drinks are expensive, but people are single. Single people go to clubs. You don't see a lot of couples. So for that reason, I'm gonna give it an A. And a lot of times, if you can dance with someone, because women judge you by the way you dance. If you dance well, then they think that you move well, aka moving well in the bedroom. So they want to talk to you. So if you dance with them, you can say, "Hey, I enjoy dancing with you. What's your name?" Blah blah blah. Okay, let's go over there where it's a little bit more quieter and get to know each other. Maybe I get you a drink, right? That's how you do it in the club. Okay, moving forward. The library. I don't know why I have it on here, but I actually don't mind it. I'm gonna put this in the B category, in the middle, because I like to read. And if you like to read and you go to the library, you're gonna find other people who also like to read or bookstores. So you're gonna have something to talk about, something in common with them. And a lot of times people who do like to read are going to be introverted. So if you're assertive and they're introverted, they're going to be attracted to you. So easy way to talk to someone in the library would be like, "Hey, I know this is kind of random and strange, but just curious, do you have any book recommendations for someone who's interested in this subject?" Just like that. Or you can just say, "Hey, I know this is kind of random, but I find you very attractive. This is such a weird place to talk to someone, but my name is Aisen. What's your name?" Yeah, simple. Next, dance halls. Even though women like guys who are good with their bodies, learning to dance shouldn't be your priority when talking to women. And a lot of times you see these guys who are amazing on the dance floor, but they have no game when it comes to talking to women. So for this one, I would give it a C. Because women want to dance, but if you can't talk to them, what happened? What happened to it? Okay, here we go. Oops. Here we go. C. Because women want to dance, but if you can't talk after dancing, then they're not going to be attracted to you. They might be initially interested in you by the way you move your hips, but you can't keep a woman by just moving your hips. Okay, next, coffee shops. A lot of guys make the mistake of going to coffee shops to hit on women, which is not good because a lot of times they are there to just do work, get their coffee, have a meeting, but sometimes it is possible. So I'm gonna say B. And if you are going to talk to someone in the coffee shop, then make sure to be direct with them. Don't just beat around the bush, comment on their stuff. Don't just compliment their laptop, right? Actually give a reason why you want to talk to her. The park. This is a great place because it's casual, it's during the daytime, and women actually appreciate guys who approach them during the daytime rather than at night because anyone could drink vodka or any sort of liquor and get that liquid courage, but not a lot of guys have the courage to approach someone in broad daylight. So this is amazing. I actually have a funny story. I'll put this in the A category. I have a funny story where I was with a client in New York City and I saw this girl right in front of me. So I walked up to her and I said, "Hey, you look great from the back." So I had to come and see you from the front. And she laughed. And then we actually ended up going on a date the day after. Crazy, right? All right. Next, the street. Okay, this sounds weird, but the street is actually a great place to talk to people as well because I don't want you to just stand on the corner and just expect women to talk to you. I want you to be going somewhere. For example, if you live in a city like New York, you're going to be commuting. The truth of the matter is, you're going to be seeing hundreds of people every day on your way to work or on your way to the gym, to the grocery store, or perhaps to where do people go in New York? Where do people go? Perhaps to wherever you go, right? You're going to maybe on the bus, waiting for the bus, being on the bus, whatever. This would be considered a street. And it's so organic because you're going somewhere. You're not just there to talk to women. You're actually on your way somewhere or on your way back from somewhere. Just approach them and just say, "Hey, I know this is kind of strange, a little bit random, but I thought you were very attractive. Wanted to come and say hi." And then wait and see what she says. If she's positive with the response, then you can move forward and tell her more about yourself. Next, the bar. The bar is great. A lot of people are gonna hate on this, but the bar is actually one of the greatest places to meet single people. The reason why is if I wanted to drink, why do I want to go to the bar to drink if I can drink from home? Think about it. Why am I going to pay for an Uber on the way there, on the way back, and pay 15 bucks for a drink if I can go to Walmart and get it for $1? Right? Why would I need to do that? People do that because they want to meet other people. This is why they go to the bar. So for this, I'm gonna put this in the S tier. Crazy, right? And the reason why I'm putting this over the club is that at bars, you can actually have a conversation and talk to people. I met actually a lot of my exes at bars. And another thing about bars is if you go on a weekday, because most people go on weekends, right? But if you do go on a weekday, that means they're bored. That's why they're drinking on the weekday. And they want to meet someone because that's why they're there. So they expect you to go and talk to them. And that's why I like the bars so much. Next, church or any other religious places like the mosque, other places. I don't really know where the other people go, but temple, right? Synagogue. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I remember. It's coming to me now. Come back to me now. So church is a great place because you're gonna meet a quality girl, and secondly, you're gonna have something in common with her, right? The love for Jesus Christ. So for this one, I would put A. Work, even though a lot of people say, hey, we shouldn't conduct any workplace romance, I actually had a client who married someone from his work and I actually helped hook that up. So I think with that being said, because you do get to see them every day, it is going to be a B in the B category. One of the drawbacks is that obviously, if it doesn't work out, it could be a little awkward and you might have some issues with the HR department. But most of the times, it's going to be fine. Just relax. Okay, the gym. Now, this is a tricky one. The reason why this is tricky is because people think that, okay, if she's working out, then she doesn't want to be bothered. And I'm sure that a lot of guys are talking to her right now. A lot of guys see her, see that she's attractive. I don't think it's a good place. Well, this is how you approach someone at the gym. I don't want you to have a 5 minute conversation with them because you are most likely going to see them again at this gym. I want you to just say hi, introduce yourself perhaps. And then the next time, say something else. Let's say you meet this girl. Hey, I just wanted to introduce myself. Never seen you before. Just want to say you look great. I'm Aisen. Nice to meet you. And then that's the first interaction. And then maybe the next day you see her again. Hey, how's it going, Stephanie? What are you working out today? Right? She might say, oh, I'm doing some legs. Oh, great. I'll see you around. And then maybe the next day you can say, hey, Stephanie, what are you up to this weekend? Maybe invite her to something. I'm hosting a party. I'm going to this place. Do you want to come? Right? And then that's how you progress along the gym stuff with the gym. Okay. So for this one, I'm gonna put it in the A category. Okay, next. I'm gonna save the best places for last, actually. A little bit of intrigue. Strip clubs. This goes without saying. The women there are not interested in you. They're only interested in your money. And by going to strip clubs, you're setting the wrong standards and the wrong expectations. And it could just change your view on everyone else because you think that this is like the real thing and women are giving me so much attention here and these are very attractive women. So women should be giving me attention in the real world. It's not true. So I don't even suggest going there. This is bad. Don't go here, okay? Next, co-ed sports. Co-ed sports, a lot of guys and girls are, especially if they come from a new city, they want to join something where they can meet people. And most of the times, there's going to be more guys than girls, kind of like meetups. And everyone there is going to want to hit on the most attractive girls. So for that reason, I give it a C. Last but not least, the best places are going to be places that you actually enjoy going to. Let me say that again, the places that you actually enjoy going to. For example, if you're into arts and crafts, maybe you like to shop at Michael's, Hobby Lobby. And then if you see someone else there, chances are she's also going to be into the same things you're into, arts and crafts, right? You can have a conversation with her. You could ask her about your next project, right? Can be like, hey, look, this is so random, but I'm actually trying to make something for my mom, like a picture collage. Do you think this will be great for this project? Right, something like that. And then you can also ask her, hey, what are you making? It looks like you got a lot of supplies. Easy. Now, if you made it this far, I have a special gift for you. The truth of the matter is, you can meet women anywhere. I've met and went on dates with women while traveling with my mother in foreign countries, having dinner with friends, on random boats, even on the highway. This is actually a funny story. I was just chilling on the passenger side, and my buddy's driving his truck, and I look out the window and I see this pretty girl driving, And then somehow I get her attention and actually smiling at her first, and then she started smiling back, and then I started blowing some kisses, air kisses, and then she like laughed. I told her to roll down her window. My buddy wasn't even like aware of this. He was just driving, listening to music. I was like, "Hey, bro, like, I think these girls are over there trying to talk to us." So I told him to roll down the window. I actually got her number on the highway going like 60 miles an hour. Then afterwards, we took them out on a double date and I have a video here. So you know that I'm not joking around. Like I said before, it's not about where you meet the women. It's actually about how to meet women, how to approach her, how do you talk to her, how to connect with her so that you can go on a first date and it won't be awkward. Because a lot of times guys can get the number, but they don't get a date because a lot of times girls want to get rid of the guy by giving her a number or even a fake number. And I'm sure that you've experienced times where you saw someone who was extremely attractive, but then you just didn't have the courage or guts to talk to her. So in the next video, I want to talk about how to actually talk to a girl you find attractive. Okay, I will talk to you later then.